Okay, so what does this mean, f(o)(gx)? Is that multiplication?
No.
Not multiplication. What does it mean? Yeah, you're plugging what function into what function? G of x into f of x. In this case, what is g of x? 6x. It says it right there. What is g of x? It is 6x. And what does f do to whatever you plug into it? It puts it in a bracket. So it's not that x, it's brackets of 6x. They were just introducing an exotic function to you. That's fine. F of f(o)(h). I actually don't know how to say that properly in that form. But what does that mean? F of h of x. What is h of x? 4 divided by x. So what is this going to be? Bracket 4 over x. So what about this one? What does that mean? H of... And what's h? 4 over f of x, right? So that's going to be 4 over x in brackets. That's it. That's all it means. What does f of g3 mean? F of g of 3. So what do we have to find out first? Well, you can write this as, this is 2 to the what power? 2 to the g, I'm just writing it out a medium step here. 2 to the g of 3 minus x. Minus 1. This 1 right here is right here, and this 2 is right there. So where's that g of 3 coming from? There it is, right there. But how do we figure out g of 3? Yeah, it tells us. So that's going to be x, not x, it's going to be. So it's going to be 3 squared minus 1. So what's g of 3? 8. So what is this going to equal? 2 to the minus. If you could do that out, what is 2 to the 8th? 200 and what? You sure? So it's 256 minus 1. So what's it going to be? 255. You actually see 255 a whole lot in computers because computers like to start counting at 0. 0 to 255 is how many digits? How many numbers is that? 256. And 256 is a power of 2. Computers like that number. What does that first one mean, Mr. Burrows? What does this mean? Right there. What does that mean? F of g of what?
2.
2. So what do we need to figure out first? Don't move. What do we need to figure out first? How do we... g of 2. So how do you find g of 2? You go to 2 on the x-axis, and you figure how high it is. How high is it right there?
0.
So that's f of 0. Then you go to 0 here. How high is f? 4. Okay, your homework will be in the notes.